are you here? Because they call you who? A Christian. And then as a Christian you are, you know that you are not far from Jesus, that you must actually follow Jesus and then do whatever he tells you. For this young man to come to Jesus and say, how can I inherit eternal life? It means, sister, that has already said, I am here because I am a Christian. It means, brother, that has already said, I am here because I am a Christian. That, oh, you know it. You cannot be far from the dictates of Christ, from the intention of Christ. And that is why you see, if you have said as a brother or a sister, oh, that you are a Christian, it means that you must actually listen to Christ. And it's not just about what happens to others, which implies your brother or sister that is a Christian, that eternal life is your goal. There is no negotiation. Nobody is contending that. And you can imagine, the man that went to Jesus and said, how can I inherit eternal life? And Jesus started telling him the laws. In fact, the one I can capture, he started from 10 commandments, the 5th one, the 6th one, the 7th one. But by the end of the day, even as Jesus was telling the man, yes, these are the things you do. And the man already told Jesus, all those things you are saying, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, that I am already doing it. Do you see it now? The power of conscience. He's already doing that. Why did he still go back to Christ? And then we tell all of us that once we are not in the mind of Christ, we are getting it wrong. It's not just about I am already holy. Holiness is holistic. That once you lay your hand upon the plow, what did the Bible say? Verse 62 of Luke chapter 9, that there is no looking back. And that is where somebody knows it. To follow Christ is not just a day job. To follow Christ is not an hourly job. To follow Christ is about all through your life. You can imagine, if he knows that he is doing all those commandments, why did he still go to Christ? His conscience is telling him it's not just about following commandments. That's why some of us will say, I'm already good. Is your good enough? It's not just about saying you are good, but you know it. How do they say it? In fact, very shamefully to we that are Christian, it was Ottoman Danfodio, a jihadist, somebody who propagated the spread of Islam, is the one that says that conscience is an open wound. Only truth can heal it. I feel ashamed that he's not even a Christian that knows this, the importance of conscience. Then what about us that are Christians? It's not just that, oh, I do not care, I do not stay. But do it actually make you very perfect? Just like what I find out in ministry. Somebody is calling to tell you, Father, do you know that when I married as a virgin, but even after 10 years, I have not conceived? It may be true. Nobody doubts it. But is it actually just because you married a virgin? There is no, am I speaking to somebody? There is nowhere you are lacking. Understand it. You know, you can imagine it. Coming to a prayer warrior, coming to a priest that have a praying ministry, and somebody says, Father, I have been 10 years in marriage. Father, do you know that I married as a virgin? You married as a virgin last 10 years. But from that day till now, can you actually say you are perfect before the Lord? When you hear that you are father, your mother-in-law and your siblings-in-law, your brother or your sister-in-law, they are plotting against you, what do? You will pour them hot water. And you are still referring, last 10 years you married a virgin. Last 10 years you married a virgin. And after 10 years you have not conceived. From that last 10 years you married a virgin. Can you say that you have been impeccable? And somebody knows it. And the young person is telling you, my life in school is wonderful. But you came from a family of wicked people. Everybody in the neighborhood knows that your mother is wicked. Have you stood up against your mother to tell Mama, enough is enough? And you are saying that you live a good life. Maybe, probably you are living a good life in a school. You are not a runs girl. You are not a slave girl. But then, so because you know that the kind of life your mother is so strict. But the truth remains that you know in your house there is an idol somewhere. What is the source of your strength? And somebody is saying, I led a good life in school as a young girl. Now, after 30 years, no man has come to seek my hand in marriage. I'm not here actually in order to clamp down those who are doing well. But you know the truth. Even I can come out to tell you, I am a reverend father. What else do I do? They search your conscience. There is a place you are not getting it right. This man that came to Jesus and said, what will I do to inherit the eternal life? And they started telling him, keep the 10 commandments. Number 1, yes, I have kept it. Number 2, I have kept it. Number 3, if you have kept all of them, then what prompted you to come to Christ? Because you know that without Christ in your life, you are nothing.